Good morning, friends. I hope you're all well. Let's abduct a cat together. A catnapping, if you will. This little guy comes over every single day ever since I moved out of London, and can you really blame me for wanting to steal him? Anyway, welcome to a day in my life as a 28-year-old equestrian who just moved out of London to be closer to her horse. And tonight we're going back to London, after I get rid of this massive pimple, of course. But first things first, we gotta go to the horses, and of course cannot forget the carrots. Still not used for transit to take me 10 minutes now instead of 1.5 hours, but I love it. The girls were all chilling out in the field, which is where they spend most of their time now that it's so hot, and Anina had her mandatory pamper session. Don't mind the crusty boots. We're also improving with how we handle fly spray these days. It's almost acceptable. Helmet on and we are on. Today's schedule was a fun little morning hike through the golf course, which honestly is hilarious. While I would generally say I don't have much in common with golf players, I think we can bond over our shared discontent of how much our hobbies cost. Anyway, heck was lovely, although the boys behaved very inappropriately in front of this lady. Exactly why I prefer mares. Then Nina got a shower, a pedicure, and then she was off to the field again, acting as if she'd just been lost on the sea for 10 years. Maybe that's an idea for Christopher Nolan's next movie. The tragic story of a horse who hasn't seen her friends in 1 hour. I then headed off back home because I had the tennis court booked. This is one of my favorite features of living on the countryside because booking a tennis court in London is a nightmare. You either have to get up at 3 a.m. or sacrifice your firstborn to get a spot on the court. So yes, George, I'm a little bit rusty, but you know what? I really don't care. I'm generally a huge proponent of sports where you can dress cute and get fit. Maybe I have more things in common with the golf people than I thought. Anyway, don't mind the backhand. I'm not a Wimbledon. I'm most likely I never will be. But what I could most likely win is a tomato lookalike contest after the session. So you know the drill. Iced coffee, let's go. Back home, get showered, and tragically had to go back to work. I don't rate this part of my day, but honestly it's still better than working in a lab. I really don't miss breathing in solvent fumes at 35-degree heat. I love food. Did I ever mention that? Anyway, back to work. The grind never stops. Insert inspirational quote here. Once I had answered the age-old question of what I'm gonna wear today, I finally got ready for the concert. And you know what the worst part of moving out of London is? Going back into London, especially in hot days. The heat, the sweat, the people, ew. And that makes me sound like a London hater. I'm not a London hater. I'm a London transport hater. Anyway, after a snack and a London sardine experience, we made it to the venue. Yay!
I play the organ, and I've just realised that I'm playing in the O2, and that is quite cool.
We were there to see Ludovico Einaudi, but honestly, I almost enjoyed Anna Lapwood more. She's got the most infectious energy. And don't even get me started on how cool she is with her mad organ skills. Of course, the main event was absolutely breathtaking as well. That is until we realized the Jubilee line was closed. Apparently, something had caught fire. What else is new? So after fighting for an Uber with the other 20,000 people there, we made it home. And that's it for the day. Bye!